Hi everybody, this is Val with This Is How You Do It. I just got out the shower. That's why my eyes so red. Water normally gets into my eyes when I'm taking a shower. I use lots of conditioner on my hair. I wash my hair with conditioner only, and I'm going to twist it up. I'm going to twist my hair. I washed it and shook it. The reason I'm going to twist it up, I know the back probably looks pretty good. It's because of my sides to do something with the front of my hair. And I'm gonna use I think you can probably practically use water to twist your hair, but I'm gonna use some cream to twist my hair. Nothing special. I'm gonna use this to twist my sides. And I was thinking, I have stitches behind this ear right here. When I was in the second grade, most of my marks on me happened in the second grade. I don't know what the deal was with the second grade, y'all. Surely in the second grade, you don't know what be going on. But a little boy was chasing me, and at the time they said he liked me after all this was said and done. He hit me right here when they used to carry those iron lunch boxes, and I ended up getting stitches back there. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see it because it's behind my ear, but I ended up getting stitches behind my ear. Well, anyway, sometime when I'm doing my hair, I hit those stitches with my nail, and it hurts. You know, it's been healed since I was in the second grade. I mean, the stitches, I could still feel the lumps where the stitches was. But every now and then, I would rub my nail against those stitches, and they would hurt. And it makes me think about sometime when people are wounded, even though the scar has faded and it's been a healing for years, sometimes that wound still hurts. If you don't mess with it, you'll forget it's there. But soon as somebody just graze over it, it brings that hurt back up again. Now, I thought that was something to just think about. And y'all see that mark over my eye? That happened in the second grade. I was running from another little boy, and I ran into one of those old-time pencil sharpeners that have those round covers on it, but then they have a little thing stick out like that where you stick the pencil in to sharpen the pencil. The cover was off, and the thing poked me in the eye right there when I was running, and I didn't get stitches then. It's left a scar. Second grade. I was scared of little boys, and they were so bad. Good gracious. To me, they were bad. And then when the people say, "Oh, he just like you," and I'm thinking, "Dog, he like me," and look at the mark he put on me, and look at the blood that was gushing out behind my ear. It was a lot of blood. They had to call some folks. They had to call my parents. They had to call some people. They had to take me to the doctor. Get them. I had to get stitches. But he liked me. Me as a grown woman, I ain't finna put up with no whooping from no boy, no scarring up like that, because I already know scars don't never heal. They don't never heal. They may look better. They may look like they heal. But they don't heal. You can forgive. You can forget about it sometime. But let the right situation come along. and stir that thing back up. It's just like it just happened. Just like it just happened. I know sometimes we go through some stuff and then you be like, people be saying, oh, you need to forgive. You need to forgive. Okay, that's true. That's all well and true. We do need to forgive. But if somebody bring that problem back up to you and throw it back in your face, that opens the wound all up again. Sometimes we as women, we'll tell men, if you just tell me, I ain't gonna hate you, I'll forgive you. Just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth. Now, if you say something like that, honey, you gotta let that thing go. Because if you keep stirring it up, keep bringing it up, keep throwing it in a person's face, it's gonna keep opening that wound. Opening that wound. And it's hard to get over hurt anyway. So why keep bringing the hurt back up? I'm twisting up my hair because I'm supposed to be going to the doctor on the 11th, you know, for my checkup. And I'm trying to get a head start on what I'm going to do with my hair. I may leave this plait up to then. But this is what I'm going to do to my hair, y'all. I'm not going to talk to y'all any further about anything. Not really. Because it's gone 6 minutes into the program here. Yeah, 6 minutes into the program. And, I don't know. Sometimes these videos get kind of long, you know. And sometimes we just look at the time limit on a video and cut it off. But I'm up this morning. I was so undecided. The one thing I like about talking to y'all about what I was going to do to my hair. Now, I get lazy just like anybody else. Now, I went in the shower with the intent of doing this in the shower or in the tub because I knew once I got out, I wouldn't want to do it. So when I sat here before you, just talking to you and passing the time, y'all know when I pass the time and talk to y'all when I'm doing my hair or doing my makeup, if it's a long video, I'm talking. Most times. So that's something you can probably picture your girl with. Say, well, if she on there a long time, she talking. If it's a short time, she ain't said nothing. She got right on and got right off. But that's for those who like to hear me talk. See, some people just like to go around and watch videos, real short videos, and then just to say that I looked at your video. They don't really want to spend no time with you. And then you have some of those that like to spend time with you. And you can't cheat the ones that like to spend time with you. You got to give them that time. And then those that just like to watch you and look at you, see what you're doing, you got to get in their space. So everybody don't like all these long videos. And then everybody just, that's like golly. She had just got started and I was just getting into it and she stopped. Golly, I wish she would have had 30 more minutes. But you don't think about that when you look at the video and you're trying to decide what to watch. And then you say, golly, that's too long. Golly. And some of these videos, and I do my exercises at home, I turn these videos into my exercises, y'all. That's one thing you can do. You can plan something while a video on and say, well, she talking for 30 minutes. I'm going to do 30 minutes of cardio. I'm going to do I'm going to do sit-ups until her video stops. Oh my gosh. Now that's a hell of a lot of sit-ups. I don't think I could do that. I have to count to 100 and let it be that. But I could probably go on the machine for 30 minutes. Or then I look at a video and I say, well, they talking for 20 minutes. I'm going to turn that video on. And when they get through talking, then I'm going to stop. Because I know exactly what time they're going to stop because that's what the video say. The video say they're going to stop at that time, So Yeah, I do that sometimes. And then you find out, golly, that was real good. I enjoyed that. So you would have missed some. At least that's what I do. I would have missed some. And then those people that are faithful to you, you try to go back and return the faithfulness, right? Yeah. But you can't do that with everybody, but you try. I remember one time I was watching everybody in my that made video that was subscribed to me. Can't hardly do that no more. Even the ones that I used to watch in the past, I can't even see their feed no more. I don't even know how I even got on that, y'all. I was talking to y'all about opening up old wounds. Some of y'all that been with me from the beginning, I am see what my hair is? 2 years natural. I'll be 3 years natural in March of next year. See? And my hair is coming back right along about the length it's supposed to be. My back is down here when I pull it. You know, pull it. It's not quite broad length yet, but it's a past shoulder length. Mid shoulder length. But I'm gonna twist this hair up. And I want my hair to hang a little bit. You know, when you do a wash and go, which is this is my wash and go. When you do a wash and go, your curls kind of shrink up. And this may shrink up even shorter than that. And then, you know my hair is this long. I kind of want to feel the length of it when I go out this time. So I'm going to do it now. And by that time I go out, it'll be dry. My hair will be dry. My curls will be dry. And when I unwind them, maybe I should have some nice curls. What y'all think? I don't know. Now, I'm not going to take them loose tomorrow, so don't look for that tomorrow. I may do something else with you. Well, I think I may finish this row right here and then let y'all go. I don't know. Or I may think of another something else to say. Some of y'all call it words of wisdom. Sometimes, y'all, I feel like you have a word of knowledge. And you say, girl, what's a word of knowledge? A word of wisdom and a word of knowledge is two different things. When you have a word of knowledge, I was trying to think about which one, make sure I say the right one. If I'm not mistaken, a word of knowledge is when you say something and then it happens, or you feel something and then you speak on it and it happens. That's a word of knowledge. Because you'll say, girl, I just don't feel right about this. It feel like this is that, that's finna happen. And then it happened. It's a word of knowledge. God gives a word of knowledge. Especially if it happened. And then you'll speak on some things because you have lived life. You've been through some things, and some things are just common sense. That's a word of wisdom. Well, that's just being wise. That's in the know, you know. Oh, I don't know. I say that's being in the know, and then I say I don't know. No, I don't know. And a lot of stuff, sometimes when you get a word of wisdom or a word of knowledge and you ignore it, you were told before it happened and you ignored it. Some people call that a second sense, you know, or something. You say, golly, I knew that was going to happen. I knew she was going to act like that. I knew this, that, or the other, but you didn't listen to it. Women's tuition, some people say that. I'm showing off my hair as I do it too. For those people that like hair videos. I'm still in the hair community, y'all. But when I first started out, that's the only people that I was subscribed to and was subscribed to me were people that did natural hair videos. But now my channel has changed and so many people like watching my videos. It's more than natural hair people, and I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all so much. You just don't know. I really do. I appreciate your comments, you talking to me from all walks of life, from all parts of the world. You know, and some of y'all say, well, all the way from over here, from the UK, all over here from Canada, all over here from somebody told me, I forgot. Well, anyway, when people tell me where they from, and you know, we in this little bit of world. I'm right here in Montgomery, Alabama, and then you tell me you from all over there in those beautiful places, and I just think about that. I be thinking, golly, I'm sitting here in Montgomery, Alabama, and I'm actually talking to and communicating with, liking, sharing with somebody in a foreign land, and they talk about how interested it is in the United States and things like that by the things I do and say in my videos. And it's nothing to me. But then see, that's what it is. What's nothing in your world is something in somebody else's world. So you may think like, oh, I don't need to share this. I don't need to share my little going outside cutting the grass. It's some people ain't seen grass in years, honey. Well, I won't say years. They see so much snow. The little grass they do see ain't enough to talk about. And some in the desert. It's just amazing. You know? Some in with palm trees and go outside and pick an apple off the tree. Get them some lemons and some oranges. All of that beautiful stuff. You know? Oh, I got a pineapple in my yard. A pineapple tree. A banana tree. No. I don't have that over here, y'all. I'm just talking about some from some of these foreign lands. And that's what we have to realize. People are from all walks of life. We can't get on here talking about this, that, and the other. Cause your little small world, you ain't been nowhere. You ain't used to none. That's talking about myself now. You ain't used to none. So you got to be a judgmental and say, well, you know, them folks do this. No, honey. No. Because I was like that when I first came out here. These people were eating coon. They were eating squirrel. They were eating rabbit. They were eating deer. Then they talk about killing a hog once a year. Killing a goat. I hadn't heard about none of that stuff until I met Willie. And now, honey, your child can cook it to perfection. I ain't never cooked no coon, though. They say coons are scavengers. I don't want no scavenger around here. But there are some people around here that do that. I don't judge them. They offer me a piece of coon. I don't say, ooh, I don't want none of that. I don't like that. I don't like that. No, I don't say that. I will say, well, thank you. Appreciate it. And I'm looking at, it's some more stuff on the table too, besides coon. Because, you know, they don't just cook coon. You know. But that's me. And I may get a little sliver of it to taste, just to be polite. Just to see if I like it. But that's a hard thing to try to do, child. Them things eat the dead, don't they? I don't know. But that's what I heard. See, that's another thing. That's what I heard. I don't know. I don't know if that to be true or not. Coons, that's that little thing with the mask on their face, ain't it? Them things don't eat the dead. Them things supposed to be clean. I heard them things wash their food. See, people say so many things. I heard that they would take a fish, if they catch it out the river, that's what Willie told me, they will wash that same fish they snatched out the water. Now, I don't know what's true. Maybe both of them true. I don't know. But I heard that if they get in your house, they'll fight. So maybe I'm thinking about something else that eat the dead. Maybe I'm thinking about them things with the hard back on it. I don't know. Y'all that know something about that, y'all tell me. Cause you know what, Valerie don't know everything. Valerie just been everything she know is from around these people. I didn't grow up with this. None of this stuff y'all see me doing. I didn't grow up with that. I grew up in an old mansion. It's a twin southern mansion. Old. No money in the mansion. Just an old mansion. Just like a plantation mansion. That's what I grew up in. But the kind of plantation mansion that after all these years, all the money is gone, the house falling in, and things like that, and it's hard to maintain because she ain't got the funds to maintain it. One of those plantation mansions. That's what I grew up in. And the paperwork said it was a mansion. It was one. It was and where it came from and the people it came from. And it was twin houses. That's what we called them, twin houses. But they were twin mansions, side by side. And we owned both of them, but we only lived in one of them. And they finally got tore down. I can take y'all to some areas where they still have some of them mansions, and people are still living in them, but they're poor. They're poor, and there's some big old houses. The ceilings are so tall, and there are fireplaces in every room. That's how it used to heat it long years ago. And they have those tubs with the claw feet. That's what kind of bathtubs they had in it. But they tore ours down. The city tore it down after my mom had moved. And then they charge for tearing it down. I still own the land of one of the twin mansions, and the other part of the land they took for the payment for demolition payment. They know how to take your land. They know how to take your land if they want to. And those are the ones that are still in my name. The land where the mansions were sitting on, and it's just a little bitty piece of spot, cause everything growed up around it, and people have sold and I don't know. I think the city trying to take all that property cause the city trying to move toward that street. They're expanding, but I'm still paying the taxes on that part in town. And I think about that sometime. I pass by some of them old houses, which I call them old houses. I don't call them mansions. They don't call them mansions no more. They just call them old houses because black folks live in them and they run down and they can't afford to keep them up. But if you take one of them same houses, put it on a trailer and move it in an area like where I live at, in a great big old open space, and big as those houses is on all this land, you'll think you got a $400,000 or $500,000 house because they so big, so tall, 2 stories. I mean, nice. If it was not in a poverty area, ain't that something to think about? But you got to be able to, to afford to buy one of them old houses and then move them, and that way you don't have to pay as much money for it. Buy one of them old houses, ceilings so high in 2 or 3 houses. See, sometimes that's why I say sometimes people live in places like I went to California, and when I saw the houses in California, they look like slum houses to me. Yeah, I mean where normal people live. I ain't talking about where Rock Hudson and all them folks live at. Maryland Road. I ain't talking about them houses. I'm talking about everyday people. The way they living in California, they living in a house look like a $30,000 house in Montgomery, and they paying $100,000 for that house. And then I think about the house that I grew up in. I said, oh, these people living bad, and they in California. They think they living good. I went to an apartment up there, $200,000 apartment. Look like an apartment. Some of y'all don't know. Y'all, Gill Village, project apartments. I was amazed. And then people running around here like they got it going on. Like my son Alex, he lived in California. He had a 1 bedroom loft. Didn't have no kitchen. I think he was cooking out of a microwave. He paid either $1,200 a month or $1,600 a month to stay in that one room. I'm like, dang. The property up there is so expensive. The cost of living is so high. And but they supposed to be getting paid. But the way they live ain't no better than the way the people live here. And that's when I came back with a new appreciation. A new appreciation about how we live in Montgomery. Some of these people in our slums are living as well as some of the people in California that's paying a hundred and some $1,000 for some they living in, but they ain't never been nowhere. So they treat their stuff like they don't value their stuff. You don't value what you have. You don't take care of what you have. And people are paying an arm and a leg to just live the way you live. Isn't that something? It's amazing to me. That's why it's good to visit other places sometimes. It really is. It's good to go somewhere, to travel the world. So I value my place. I live in a mobile home, but then somebody came to my house just to visit me years back, and they did a phone video or something like that. And then I happened to see it. And then they said, she lived in a mobile home, but you walk inside her house, it looked like a palace in there. And I'm like, why did it was a young boy. I think he was about in the 7th grade. And he lived in Atlanta, Georgia. And I looked at that video, and then I looked around my house, and I'm like, where he see that at? He said, I live in a mobile home, but y'all go inside, it look like a palace in there. And I just happened to see his video probably a year or two after they had visited me. You hear me? That's strange. And some of the stuff, you just clean up. Just clean up. Y'all see my rug in my living room. Every time somebody come here, they say, "Ooh, that's a pretty rug. Where you get that rug from?" And I tell them where I get it from. I got it from. And but I say also, I say that rug is almost 15 years old. It ain't, see, that's the problem right there. They be thinking like, oh, it ain't mudded up, it ain't don't have no spots in it. I shampoo the carpet even though before it needs shampooing. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. People been walking in and out. They been the grass was cut and this, that, and the other. And I ain't shampooed the carpet in a while, so I'm gonna run the shampoo over it. I don't wait till it get so soiled or somebody wastes drinks on it or somebody come over that's drinking liquor or something and wastes Kool-Aid, or like I watched the video this morning, and then I do the carpet. I have a routine. I know somebody said something about the house being clean. If you don't have a routine, like I'm a housewife, so I treat my housewife work like it's work, like it's a job. I get up like I'm going to work after I get myself together, because a housewife got to have herself together too. Okay, that's part of my job too, me looking good. Well, anyway, I get up and I have a certain time to do that. If I'm cooking breakfast and I got a lot of folks in the house, I cook breakfast, and while I'm cooking breakfast, and then we eat, I clean the kitchen up. I put the breakfast dishes in the dishwasher. I wash them on hand or whatever. But while I'm cleaning up breakfast dishes, I'm putting on lunch. If you know, because if somebody's gonna be there all day, I'm putting lunch on during breakfast time. And then if we eat lunch and I'm cleaning the kitchen after lunch, I start dinner. You get me? It's like a job. And some people be housewife and don't know that's a job. You get up in the morning, and even if you mop the floor, you get a damp mop and go over the kitchen, go over the bathroom, take that Windex and wipe the mirrors down, wipe the toilet down, wipe the tub out. But you know what? If you do that like it's a job and it don't need cleaning when you do it, you just wiping it down, it always look clean. It always look clean because you're wiping it when it don't need cleaning, when ain't nobody used it. You get me? I'm just talking now, y'all. I'm almost through with my hair, and I'm gonna get off this thing. Cause I ain't really talking about nothing, right? What I'm really doing is just passing the time talking to y'all. Don't nobody get offended. Don't nobody say nothing negative, because I'm not talking about nobody in there. I'm just talking about Valerie and talking about how the places I went and the places that I visited and how I grew up and how I am living now and what I do to maintain and how I do to keep my place up. I don't vacuum cause I see dirt in the floor. I vacuum cause it's time to vacuum. You get me? I don't wash dishes because there's a pile of dishes in the sink. I wash dishes because we ate out of something and it needs to be clean. I don't wash clothes because they're overflowing and I'm stepping over stuff and I ain't got nothing to wear. I wash clothes because there's enough to put in the wash machine and I got me a load now. I can go and wash clothes. And this is Val with what? This is how you do it. Close up. I don't know if that's too close. I'm all up in your grill. Hey, how y'all doing? And I will see all of you beautiful people where? On the next Hallelujah video. Bye bye now.